As always, we are kicking off this video with recommendations from you guys, starting with Nexocube and Dragon's Crown. After this comment, I finally gave this 2D beat 'em up a try. The game has a beautiful art style, rewarding gameplay, and it has a healthy dose of fan service. I'm just an hour in, but so far Dragon's Crown is a great game and I highly recommend it. The second recommendation from Mr. Hanky is for Max Payne 3. This is still my favorite third-person shooter of all time. The super polished gameplay is always a blast to play, and shooting never felt better. It's the gold standard in third-person shooters. The gameplay cycle and the combat animations are so refined and well done that every encounter plays differently. Messing around in the levels never gets boring. What the hell are devs even doing these days?
Hey you guys, how are you doing? Today we are taking a look at some of my favorite PlayStation 3 hidden gems. And you know the drill. Grab yourself some pizza, kick back and make yourself comfortable, and let's get the kick out of gaming.
The first game on this list is another PS3 exclusive. A very unique platformer with no loose strings. A game that you guys keep recommending. Puppeteer is one of those magical and mystical games. Unlike many other platformers, Puppeteer is story driven. We play as Kutaro, a boy whose soul has been stolen and turned into a puppet by the Moon Bear, who proceeds to eat our head. What the frickin'? So we are set for a dark fairy tale like journey. Tasked to gather different heads, anything from skulls to bananas, and finding different special items, like a pair of legendary scissors, which can be used to travel around the scenes and defeat enemies. This provides some of that unique and interesting gameplay that makes Puppeteer a cut above the rest. As the title suggests, the whole game is set up as a puppet show. You can hear the crowd laughing, and there is a theatrical voiceover that narrates our journey. With great voice acting and an amazing soundtrack, Puppeteer is a dark but charming puppet play, and one of the PS3 exclusive hidden gems you have to play. Like the next game on this list, Resistance 2. The Resistance trilogy began and ended on the PlayStation 3 and is one of the defining and must-own games on your PS3. This was the time Resistance really came into its own and took off as a series. A linear shooter with a bit of horror and non-stop action, fighting huge towering monsters all across the globe, from city-destroying behemoths to kraken with drilling tentacles. I always loved the monster design in the Resistance games, and apart from the setting in alternate history World War II, what made Resistance so much fun were the weapons and their alternative fire modes. It made the firefights so much more intense, and the game can get quite challenging, especially on the higher difficulties. So you better take full advantage of your firepower. And while the world is coming to an end, it's the perfect time to bring out our Mad Max style cars and race some goons to become the MotorStorm champion in MotorStorm Apocalypse. I freaking love MotorStorm Apocalypse. This game is an absolute blast in every sense of the word. It's a total package, from the addicting and fun gameplay to the incredible level design. The tracks change while you race them, huge skyscrapers collapse around you, and you have to find new ways to finish the race. It keeps things fresh and always keeps you on the edge of your seat. One time there is a collapsing bridge, and the next time an earthquake is leveling every skyscraper on the track. And to top things off, you can race a freaking monster truck through the debris of a world falling apart. This is a fun arcade racer for most of the time. There are some cheap crashes that seem hard to avoid, but overall, MotorStorm Apocalypse is exciting and thrilling and awesomely fun from the moment you start playing. In contrary, Our next protagonist doesn't know the meaning of fun, but he knows how to rip and tear Godzilla. And as a harsh reminder on what happens when exclusives get delisted, its physical price has skyrocketed. So my tip for this game, be on the lookout for a cheap copy on backyard sales. Because it's a ton of fun, messing around as Godzilla and wrecking cities while fighting other monsters. While Godzilla's movement is a bit sluggish, it also gives you this authentic feel of what Godzilla should move like in a game. This game will let you trample and lay waste to cities and environments as the king of monsters. And before we continue our blast from the past, here's a quick question. Want to support my channel and grow your physical PS3 collection? Then check out Play Asia. They have nearly all of the games mentioned in this video with great deals and no extra cost for you. So would you kindly use my affiliate link down below? And now, let's continue on with another underrated hidden gem on the PlayStation 3. Hardcore's Uprising. This game is like Contra mixed with Metal Slug. After the intro movie gets you pumped for the action, it's time to put your 2D side-scrolling skills to the test. I mean, this game is so hard, no game journalist has ever beaten it. I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks after playing it again too. Anyways, if you want to play one of the best downloadable 2D shooters on this planet, then give Hardcore's Uprising a try. And while you're at it, check out Metal Gear Rising. You guys love it, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. Metal Gear Rising is one of the greatest hack and slash games from the PS3 gen. Over-the-top swordplay and slashing goons in half while looking cool and listening to the finest soundtrack in gaming history is always worth a revisit. Some of the controls like blocking and evading need some getting used to, but once you figure that out, there is no holding back. One of the few games that gets the kick of approval. Don't miss out on this one. And now, it's time to get the kick out of gaming. Literally. In Kung Fu Life. Ever dreamed of being in a Mortal Kombat game and fighting goons with your bare hands? Well, this PlayStation 3 exclusive PSN game makes your wildest dreams come true. Being the star in your own comic series and fighting ninjas with your best moves, jump around like crazy and fight tons of goons. I haven't had this much fun in a while. And I was surprised how well this game was picking up my moves. Throwing punches and kicks left and right, made for a great endurance workout too. This takes a few minutes to set up and you need a PlayStation Eye camera to play it, but once you're in the game, it's so much fun that you don't want to stop playing. And after we've warmed up our skills causing mass destruction, it's time to kick off the top 3 PS3 exclusive games with some vehicular combat in the 2012 remake simply called Twisted Metal. This Twisted Metal is still the best vehicular combat game available today. It's distilled pure fun and takes vandalism to an extreme level. Pimp your ride with some machine guns and rocket launchers and jump into the great single player or awesome multiplayer mode of Twisted Metal. You will be on fire for this gaming experience and have an absolute blast. There is a wide variety of maps, from suburban American towns, snowy cities and theme parks. Each map is packed with details and interesting stuff to find, including a roller coaster ride, a train and a haunted house, all accessible for combat with tons of weapon pickups. And when your ice cream van transforms into Optimus Prime, or you're throwing flaming chainsaws from your motorcycle, you know that play has no limits. This is an exclusive definitely worth getting, like the next game on this list as well. Drakengard 3. It's dragons, anime girls and over-the-top bloody action. What more can you want? From the mad lad that brought us near, this game is more of the same. The characters, the story, the music and the banter that goes on while we are battling makes this a mandatory play on our PlayStation 3. We are hacking and slashing our way through this medieval world to get revenge and kill our sisters, and in between riding a dragon and letting fire rain from the skies. The only downside is that it seems like this game is pushing the PS3 to its limits, which leads to noticeable drops in frame rate. And as a fair bit of warning, this game is very anime. But like Nier, Drakengard 3 is one of those exclusives that are hidden gems per definition. And when we are done slicing our sisters in half, it's time to become the #1 assassin in the world in No More Heroes, Heroes Paradise. As Travis, we are living our best gamer life until we meet Sylvia, who is offering us a great deal. And we all know gamers are great at making a deal. Kill the most dangerous assassins on Earth so we can 1v1 this e-girl. That's some next level simping. And what follows is an over-the-top hack and slash where we try to become the #1 assassin in the world. No More Heroes is the perfect mix of over-the-top action and light-hearted fun. This game oozes style and the sense of humor is just on point. You're literally taking a dump to save the game, and while you take a nap you can fight bosses from No More Heroes 2, which is unique to the PS3 version, which comes with high definition graphics and some additional new content. And it's one of the few hack and slash games with a ton of quick time events that never felt forced or boring. Yes, it can get a bit repetitive, but the bloody good action, goofy characters that are constantly cracking jokes and plenty of eye candy make this immature hack and slash worth getting on your PS3.
And that's it, my dudes. These are some of my favorite PS3 hidden gems. Let me know in the comments down below which PlayStation 3 game did I miss. Which PS3 game is your favorite that you have to return to over and over again? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, kick the like button, sharing is caring, and subscribe. But most importantly, have a great day, get the kick out of gaming.
Fuck this 24/7 internet spew of trivia and celebrity bullshit! They'll make America great again!
What the hell are you talking about?